Good morning. This is me in the front yard of my house, getting ready to go to church. I'll be pulling out very shortly. Uh, I wanted to thank everybody that's been praying for me. I feel pretty good, in fact. I can move around a little bit, backwards, frontwards, to the side a little bit, and just looking at the beautiful neighborhood all around here. I'm feeling very, very well this morning. I slept very, very well. I get to go to church today. Just feeling good. Blood pressure was perfect. It was like it was when I used to play ball over 20 years ago. Just a full testimony of what God can do. This is a little house God blessed us with, and everybody like it. Just really nice. So I wanted to personally thank everybody that's been praying for me. And during my sickness, I feel good, and I'm thankful. We're getting ready to get in that little black car over there, Sierra's car, and we're getting ready to hit the road. So we're thankful we get to go to church today, and we're feeling good. And I wanted to testify to what God can do. A lot of times we hear about divine healing, and we've heard and we've read about it, and it's another thing when you go through it. When you get to the end of the brook and you look over yourself, it's another ball game. So we're thankful that God touched us, and we feel good. And we intend to go to service and have a good time too. Now, the devil says, oh, this gonna happen, and what if that happened, and what if that happened? What are you gonna do? I'm gonna do what I always have done. Put my trust in God. He took care of me. He brought me out of sin 20 years ago, and he brought me to where I am today. I had a physical episode. He brought me out of that almost fast as I went down. I seemed like I came up faster. God knows what he's doing. It's one thing to teach and preach what you're supposed to do. And it's another thing when you're a ball game, when you're looking over to the other side yourself. That's another ball game. So we're thankful that God saw fit to try us. It was necessary. And we thank God. We trust God all the way. Did not touch one drop of medication, not one drop. Now, either God can heal or he can't. And I'm a living witness. Most people maybe that went through what I went through, they're still in ICU. They're still hooked up to machines, and not diminishing anyone. That's what they trust in. So be it. But my trust is in God. And I feel like my body may be actually 10 years to 15 years younger than what it was. It feels better now. Even when I sweat and different things, it sweats differently. Everything about me. I'm sleeping better. I'm feeling younger. I got to be careful I don't overexert myself. I can taste things better. Things smells better. I can hear things. All my senses are sharper. So it's just wonderful what God has done. And I'll wrap it up with this. When Naaman was the leper, when he went and finally dunked in that water 7 times like God told him, his flesh came back to him. But it didn't just come back normal. The Bible says flesh came back to him like a little child. Letting you know that when God does something, he goes beyond. He doesn't just barely marginal do something and then you're still struggling around. But when he healed him, it says flesh came back like a little baby, like a little bitty child. So when God gets involved with something, he wants everybody to know he did it. So he doesn't make it questionable. It's no close calls. So I'm thankful for what God has done, and I thank everyone for praying for me.